Hello, everyone, and welcome to our third week of social entrepreneurship. It hardly seems possible that we're already in our third week, but we are. We're moving quickly. And great conversations, great concepts you're coming up with, great questions that you're asking as well. And I hope you're enjoying your blog, reading your blogs as well. So this week you're going to get into the nuts and bolts. You've already started asking questions about how do you finance a social enterprise? What do you have to do? And our text will cover these financial considerations, not in detail, but to give you a sense of the kinds of things that you need to think about if you plan to be a social entrepreneur. So pay attention to those things in your reading. I want to take the time here in this presentation to talk about something from the book that I mentioned last week, Social Entrepreneurship Theory and Practice. And what I'm going to talk about are what they define as the 5 dimensions of social entrepreneurship. And these 5 dimensions are social mission, social innovation, social change, entrepreneurial spirit, and personality. And I'll briefly just touch on them. Social mission, they make a list in the book, a long list of areas that where there are problems that need to be tackled, that are difficult and are challenging. And some of the areas that they mention are environmental issues, health, could also put under their aging, poverty, community development, education. So, in thinking about being a social entrepreneur, it's very important to have a sense of what your mission is. Which area do you want to concentrate your energies on? There are so many needs that abound. The second thing is social innovation, because this dimension is a little bit different than is distinguished from social mission, because the type of problems that social entrepreneurs tackle are insurmountable problems. They have not been the old ways of trying to alleviate pain and suffering have not worked. And so this is where innovation is absolutely essential. You can't think of old models. An innovator has to think beyond what we're doing right now. The third dimension that they mention is social change. And later on in the course, you will come across some differences of opinion about social entrepreneurship, whether it is social change or not. But at the same time, there is a sense in which the concept of sustainability means that you not only have to be sustainable financially, but also sustainable in the sense that are you implementing something that is going to be of long-lasting value in the area that you are looking at. The other area that they mention, another dimension, is what they call entrepreneurial spirit. And I'm going to just read the definition from the Ashoka organization. Leaders who see opportunities for change and innovation and devote themselves entirely to making that change happen. These leaders often have little interest in anything beyond their mission, and they are willing to spend the next 10 to 15 years to create a historic development. This total absorption is critical to transforming a new idea into reality. This gives you some sense of the dedication and the commitment that it takes to be a social entrepreneur. And finally, the last dimension they mention is personality. And the 2 areas of personality that apparently show up in all the literature are creativity and entrepreneurial skills. Those skills that for generating capital, for making a good business plan, for having a network. Later on in the book, they talk about other personality traits that are essential, and I'll be bringing these up later on in the course. But these are the 2 areas that are essential when it comes to being a social entrepreneur. So that's it for today or for this week. Have fun. And if you need any help, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be glad to give you whatever help I can. Until next week, then.